Don't even gotta try. I like shot a nigga better over time. Heard you say I'm not the baddest.
Making money from the car on my way to an appointment. You can always trade from anywhere. This is an amazing product. Let money work for you and you no longer work for it. I love this.
Welcome to Rich Girls Trade. I don't know what you blame it on, but I blame it on just all of the magnificence and power and all of the wonderful women on this webinar tonight. I want to welcome each and every one of you. Hey, listen, rich guys trade too, but not like us. I've never seen such growth and enthusiasm and excitement from people who were they just wanted to learn how to trade. They just wanted to be a part of something bigger than themselves. They just wanted to be a part of a group. I say a girl group, right? What does Rich Girls Trade mean? Rich Girls Trade is all about remarkable women inspiring other women, coaching one another, helping one another. It's, just really, really, really respecting one another, helping each other learn to trade. We're learning how to trade currency, but we're learning how to trade so much more than that. We're trading our magnificence with one another, but more importantly, helping one another honor the promises we made to ourselves when we were young girls. What does Rich Girls Trade mean to you, Nina?
Rich Girls Trade is so much more than trading. Honestly, I found an amazing sisterhood with so many powerful women all across the world. I'm from Sheffield in the UK. I'm meeting women from America, Scotland, Ireland, women all over, just empowering each other, helping each other. It's so much more than just trading, where, being there for one another. It's such a powerful movement that Tamara, the queen, has, she's done so much. I can only imagine the work she has done behind the scenes for all of us. She's the most servant leader. Her heart is like gold. Oh my God. I was so excited to meet this woman. She's helped so many women all over the globe. She's helped so many people. She's inspired thousands everywhere. She's inspired me. And truly, I'm so thankful to have her. Honestly, this woman is just God-sent leader. I love you so much, Tamara. Rich Girls Trade.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Hey, listen, we're going to get started. You're going to hear from me, but you're going to hear from some of my other rich girls, and I can't wait. I want to thank you all, and I want to say cheers to you right now. Cheers for opening doors for women all around the world who figured out that there's a better way. There's a better way. We're super grateful for each of you and for whoever invited you on. We're going to get this show on the road. Again, I'm Tamara Young. They call me a Chairwoman 50 with a company called I Am. And I Am is simply a place where we share, oh my gosh, we share the stage with nearly 100,000 women and men around the world who are trading currency and magnificence and brilliance, as I mentioned earlier. We're having so much fun doing it. But more importantly, we're teaching each other a skill set that had been hoarded by the banks for so long. Women who wanted to do something different. They wanted to think outside of the box. They wanted to be a part of an environment where they didn't have to work on one job, two jobs, three jobs, four jobs. These are women who understand, and I keep focusing on women because I'm a woman, y'all. I've got a man and I love him. 21 glorious years of marriage. Thank you, Lawrence Michael. I focus on women because too often we're left out of wealth conversations. We're left out of conversations that could change our life. And usually we leave, a lot of times, I'm not going to say usually because I'm meeting so many boss chicks who handle their business. They don't just work a job, but they want to know, where is the money going? Where is it coming from? They're creating massive income streams. They're leveraging their time better, and they're teaching their fellow sisters what they're doing. So I'm excited about you all. I was listening to one of my rich girls, one of the gals who actually is earning, I want to talk money today, but I don't want to be out of compliance. But I want to let you know, ladies, we've got women who are earning annual salaries on a monthly basis. And I'm not talking piddly annual salaries. I'm talking women who are changing the game. And I want to say cheers to all of you who refuse to keep wealth secrets to yourself, selfishly to yourself. I'm going to have someone speak to you in just a moment. But before I do, I need to introduce her properly. And go ahead and type in the chat. Let me know you're on. We are Facebook Live. Yeah. I see you all. Thank you. Who is that from the Netherlands? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're beautiful too. You're beautiful too. Thank you. I had a sister call today from Africa, and she said, you know, what you all are doing with Rich Girls Trade is resonating around the world. Sierra Leone is where she was from. And she said, for women who didn't have moms, or for women who have never been spoken to so lovingly, women who have never felt like they were part of something special, women who weren't nurtured, she said, thank you. And Kathy, she called us 𝗫𝗵𝗲𝗀𝗻. Without further ado, I want to bring on my co-host today. I'll let her tell her own story because it's so magnificent. But the love all of the women on the line have for her is just extraordinary. She's building legacies, and she is actually currently the #1 Forex educator in the world with their company. Type some 10s in the chat for me right now around the world. Let's flood this sister with our love. I see you all. I see you all. Atlanta. Thank you so much. Dallas, North Carolina, Detroit, okay, Chicago, Alabama, Tennessee. I love it. The United States is like, we're here. Forget about Japan. Thank you. They're giving you 10s. Without further ado, I want to bring a woman to the line right now who is blessing over 100,000 traders who are seeking her out on a daily basis. And they're learning how to trade, but they're learning so much more. And I want to thank her from the bottom of my heart for just doing it so big, for allowing God to use her in a really, really mighty way. 𝗁𝗃 Kirkland, Dr. 𝗁𝗃 Kirkland, are you there?
Yes, I am. Thank you so much, Tamara, for that loving, warm welcome. And I just feel at home every time I get on here. I'm so excited about what is happening and everything that's going on. I'm here in New Jersey right now as we speak, doing an event here in New Jersey. And what this means to me is I have found financial freedom and a way to build generational wealth without having to labor for it. And one of the things that I am so proud of is the fact that all of these virtuous women are stepping up and doing the same thing, you know, because, you know, it's really up to the woman. A wise woman builded her house. A foolish one tear it down. But when a wise woman find the wisdom in order to be able to build generational wealth off of whatever is being brought in the house, and you take that and you're able to make money work for you, and you no longer work for it, and to find that type of freedom and that type of knowledge is astonishing. I first started trading foreign currency about 4 years ago, and it all started with our beautiful host on tonight, Tamara, and her husband, Lawrence Young. I got a phone call from Dr. Jewel Tinker letting me know that she had talked to them, and she was coming down to Texas, and she wanted me to come down with her because they was going to show us how to make money work for us, and all we had to do was copy and paste. And it was an educational platform that teach you how to trade foreign currency. And so when I got there, I was just blown away. Being in a room with so many millionaires and billionaires, it was just astonishing. And what I found out was the millennials really grabbed hold of this and just ran with it. And at the time that we were coming into it, for one, I thought I was too old, and two, it was like, okay, this is too complicated. It's too hard for me to learn. And, you know, and I was in a bad situation because the recession had got to me, you know, and I had 4 kids in college. I used to be a real estate agent. I lost all of my rental property. I lost my power. And I was on a losing streak. But I had girls. I have girls. And so I began to, you know, listen to how these people's lives was changed. And I wanted my life to be changed too. And I got in the market, you know, and I was like, okay, you know, when I began to pray about it, I left one circle of billionaires and millionaires, and I came back to my circle of people who was broke, busted, and disgusted. And the first thing out of their mouth was, this is a scam. You never go back asking people who don't have what you're looking for how to invest your money. All they knew was I needed to get a good job, get an education, get a good job. I did that. I have a PhD, and I still couldn't get a good job. not to pay me what I was looking for. They impacted my life. So, and I wanted to do the same thing, and I wanted to go back and impact others. So I began to pray about it because I'm a co-pastor of a church, been co-pastor for 10 years at Temple of Faith, and I've been evangelizing for over 25. And when I began to pray, God gave me 𝗻𝗵𝗻𝗃𝗍. The Good News Translation says that it is good to enter into foreign trade. It's good to enter into foreign trade. So when I realized I was in a man-made company with a God-written skill set, I couldn't lose. So I got in the market with $40. That's all I had. All I did was copy and paste. And it was so simple just to hit buy and sell. I didn't know how to read the charts, but I was learning. And then within my first hour, my $40 balance turned into $500. And then I got on with the owner of the company who was a billionaire. So I'm following him. And then he said, money moves faster in the middle of the night. And it did. Woke up the next morning, had $1,000. I was like, so I took that $1,000, divided it up into 7 different accounts. And I labeled them because I'm a wise woman. I labeled one to pay off my Mercedes sale, that's $500. Labeled one to pull us out of foreclosure on the house. Another to buy properties and flip it, to purchase oil wells, and to purchase land for our new edifice. And all I did was copy and paste. Did not know how to read the charts. Compounded my interest, compounded my money. Every time I got in for another trade, I increased my lot size. And then in a matter of 8 months, I went from having 2 figures with 1 0 to having 7 figures in a matter of 8 months. 7 figures. All because I copied and I pasted. So I went from not knowing how to read the charts. This is how good this company is. And Tamara can co-sign off of it. I went from not knowing how to read the charts. I was blowing her phone up every day. How are you doing that? What are you doing? What are you doing? and went from not knowing how to read the charts to being the #1 educator within the company in 100 years.
Wow! You got to say that again. You can't just say, and I went to being in the world. We got 100,000 women and men around the world. Women are dominating the space, but they are tuning in to Dr. 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗀 Kirkland, just like all of you are tuning in tonight. I'm so grateful for you showing up and showing out. Type in the chat 10, 10, 10s if you love Dr. 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗀 Kirkland. If you're trading with us, type in the chat. If you're profiting with us, type in the chat. I know any second now, my husband's going to be texting me saying, hey, don't talk about money. Don't tell anybody you made, tens of millions of dollars, because past profits don't guarantee future results. You can lose money trading. You can lose your butt if you are greedy. I mean, can we just be honest? Can we just have a girls' chat? Can we simply have a conversation tonight? Kathy, why is this a space that anybody can be a part of? Any woman. And again, we talk to women because for so long men traded. Women didn't trade.
Right. This was a male dominant. This was a male-dominant company, not company, but a skill set. In this area, it's mostly men. But now the women, us girls, are coming in, and we're managing this better. We're doing better than some of the men, and we are quadrupling our money because now we got time to spend time at home, and spend time with our kids and your time, you can do whatever you need to do. It don't take a long time in order to do it. You don't have to go and clock in and work 8 hours and walk away with no money. With this, you get on with the educator. Hopefully it's just me. You get on with me and you learn how to trade, and I will teach you. It's just as simple as a red line crossing a blue line, and you get in your trade.
We're not making this up. I mean, thousands of women every single day reach out to her because they want to learn how to trade with her. What I'm so excited about tonight is, ladies, Ladies, gentlemen, you can actually be one of the women or men who get started with the person who invited you out, and you can actually start trading with Dr. Kathy Kirkland and some of the other educators. You know, these are simply really, somebody said, tell me about Rich Girls Trade. They just got in from Africa. I understand it is late, but we're dreaming the impossible. We're seeking the unknown. I've got women who are using this money, because it's not just about money. It's about what you can do with it, isn't it, Dr. Kathy?
That's right.
You know about this gal. She's got a new television show on the OWN network. God has given us so many powerful women, exciting women who are doing some really big things. And she's helping us bring our girls back and fight human trafficking with her show on the OWN network. One of our rich girls, another one of our powerful sisters in the Netherlands right there. And Tammy George is going to come on in a second as well, because as we get folks ready to receive this message, because we're going to whiz through it, I want them to know that we're not the only ones, Kathy. We're not the only ones who are achieving greatness over here. We're not the only ones who decided, hey, why should we let the guys have all the fun? I mean, there were there's over 700,000 millionaires, you know, just in the past few years through 2019, created in the United States. So when people talk about recession, they talk about, you know, the middle class, the upper class. I feel like eventually, Kathy, there's going to be the very wealthy and the very poor.
That's right. Eventually, there will not be no more in between. There will not be a middle class, because it's to the point to where you're either going to be rich or you're going to be poor. I mean, you know, y'all know I'm a pastor, so I'm going to put it like this: you're either going to be hot or you're going to be cold. Mm-hmm. You're either going to be trading or you're not going to be trading.
I hope you'll be trading like people like Dr. 𝗺𝗵𝗶𝗶𝗍, one of my $50,000 a month earners, and Dr. Jill Tankard, an economist. But I got to go back to Tammy George. Tammy, are you there?
Tam, you know it's nowhere else I would be on a Thursday night. Yes.
I love it. I love it. This is so much fun. Tammy, are you on camera? Let me know.
No, I'm not.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I was the brave one tonight. We are so brave.
But you're so beautiful, though. You're so beautiful.
I love you. See, ladies, you can speak to this, Tam. For the women who are just getting on for the first time and men who are hearing about this for the first time, I want you to understand that this is a skill set space that we're talking about. This is education. We're going to teach you how to make money using your cell phone, profit in, you know, the Forex and cryptocurrency markets as you get on and share. But Tammy George is another one who's a 6- and 7-figure earner. I'll leave it at that. She was mentored by one of my rich guys who's made as much as $1 million a day. I said it. Past profits don't guarantee future results. These are true stories. These are our truth. I'm showing some of the pictures of women on here who have invited gals on tonight. So I want to give them some love and show their faces. There's another one of our rich girls who's just purchased her 4th hospital. Give me a break. Where does that happen?
Oh, wow.
Yet she sees a value in trading with us, Dr. Kathy. Dr. Kathy, I'm going to just hush and let Tammy say hello to these women tonight and why they need to take this messaging so seriously that we're about to share.
Guys, let me tell you something. This space that we have been so privileged to be a part of is something that is not only life-changing for you, but it can be generational. And I was like Dr. Kathy, I was at the lowest point of my life. I had lost everything along with my family and, you know, hundreds of other families in Louisiana due to a flood that came out of nowhere. And I didn't know anything about trading, nothing, but I was getting on the education with Tamara, Lee Allen, Coach Young, you know, and everybody who was trying to teach everyone because, you know, it was just coming and taking all of us by storm. But guys, let me tell you something. I stayed faithful to those sessions, and I took the last $195 that I had to my name, and I'm not ashamed to tell you, because I could tell you this, it was hard. I was robbing Peter to pay Paul, and like I said before, my back wasn't against the wall. It was through the wall, for real. When this was introduced to me, I jumped in on it. I didn't hesitate. I didn't do nothing, but I got into the education and I stayed with my head down. And we didn't have nothing but the harmonic scanner. And that is where I started from. And that is what I love. If you're tired of someone telling you what you are worth to them an hour, I understand everybody have to work a job, but one thing I knew about me, I was above being up under somebody pay grade. I was above, you know, just clocking in on a time clock. And I just got sick and tired of somebody telling me what I was worth to them an hour, when I knew I was so much more. You know, so I'm not against anyone working a job, because you have to do what you have to do until, you know, the rain comes, as we say. But what I want to tell you is you got to think out of the box. You got to stretch yourself. And again, I have to say this, Tamara Young inboxed me, never laying eyes on me except for a photo when I first joined. And she really encouraged me. And the words that God used for her to speak into my life, it gave me a second wind, because I had really pushed back from even looking at the charts and just anything, because I was so discouraged. I was just really like, I felt defeated. And she spoke those words to me. And I'm going to tell you, I got on my knees again and I went to God one more time. And I could tell y'all, all I could say is that for the naysayers that told me what couldn't be, they see the fruits of my labor. And I'm telling everybody, this company has changed the game. If you're on here for the first time, I mean, guys, they're bringing you here because they want to bring you along. They don't want to leave you behind. When I heard Dr. 𝗀𝗃's story, and I was like, $40? I didn't even have $40.
Tammy, is that nuts? Is that nuts? I want to, Tammy, your story is so compelling. I can't even imagine having gone through the flooding, you know, in Louisiana and losing everything, and then finding the space. And
yes.
Being blessed just by learning something you didn't know previously. You mentioned Dr. 𝗀𝗃 and the $40 she started with. Dr. 𝗀𝗃, I want you to come back on with me. And we're going to come back to Tammy when we get to the harmonic scanner, because I want her to talk about it. Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, she let the cat out the bag. You know, we're an educational platform attached to a subscription service, and we show you how to use, you know, tools to build wealth. Our story is simple. We empower people. We help build better lives. You know, we give meaning and purpose. It's why so many people like Dr. 𝗀𝗃 and Tammy, George, and so many others are seeing tremendous success. You know, how would you feel if you had total control of your life, every aspect of your life? That's a slide that I'm showing you, but I don't believe we'll ever have total control of our lives. That's just Tamara Young. But I believe that we can have tremendous success. We can be free. We don't have to work 2, 3, and 4 jobs. 2, 3, and 4 jobs are for 2, 3, and 4 people, for crying out loud. But what if you found a better way? What if you could be, you know, one of the folks who is a business owner or an investor? You didn't have to be the mass population that's working for somebody else. Dr. Kirkland, come on, a woman who started with a $40 account and grew it to over $20 million. Dr. Kirkland, talk about this screen and then share with us why this trading, Forex, and cryptocurrency industry is so big, and I'll accompany you with the slides. Take it away.
When I first started, a lot of us are there. Not only 95% make up the entire market. 60% of us, we work for somebody else. We came in, we worked 3 weeks just to get a check for 1 week. We worked 25 years just to get a half a check and then had to downsize. I was even in the 35th percentile where I worked for myself, but when I was working for myself, I worked longer and harder than I did when I worked for someone else. And then I was a business owner, but that 1% are the investors. Now my businesses are backed by Forex, to where I'm not working as hard, I'm working smarter, and I'm able to increase salaries and make sure that payroll is done on time and to do some good things within that time frame. But out of everyone here, only the 1% is what gives me that extra freedom, that extra 4-way cash flow. Have you ever heard of Rich Dad Poor Dad? Where you would literally, he taught you how to make money work for you. This is what iMarkets Live does for you. It gives you that 1% to where you're investing. And I used to invest in real estate, so I thought everybody needed a place to stay. But then when the recession comes, the real estate market is not recession proof. So have you ever heard of the Forex, the foreign exchange market? Guess how many zeros is in $1 trillion? 12. Some of us work 40 hours just to get 3 zeros behind our check. Or some of us work 40 hours just to get 2 zeros behind our check for 5 days. But this market is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, worldwide. It is a $5.3 trillion a day industry. So surely you can get a couple of $1,000s out of there. They wouldn't even mind if you got a couple of $1 million out of it. It's just that easy. You can work whenever, you can get up and trade whenever you want. And the luxury of this company is you can sit with any educator. You can learn it on your own time. Whenever you have it, there is no manual labor. You do not have to labor for this. It's the Forex market. And also, we have a $1 trillion a day industry in just cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency, $1 trillion. This is the global payment forms. You can get paid every single day. Every day. And it's a form of, now crypto is turning into a form of currency where you can purchase it anywhere, you can pay for it anywhere with it. And learning is simplified. You can master the markets, knowing how to build real wealth freedom. This is how the rich people talk, but wealthy people whisper. And what they've been whispering about for years, and now the cat is out the bag, is the foreign exchange market. Now, our Forex Mastery Academy, you can get taught by the best educator. You can be taught by the #1 educator. So we teach you how to do everything. We have high frequency Master Academy. We have the Forex Academy. We have Forex for Basics. We have Forex Advanced. We teach you how to do digital currency. We teach you how to do it all. You have a full access of 100 educators in 120 countries. And we give you our strategies. And let me tell you about the #1 strategy in the company right now. It's called the 𝗍𝗵𝗲 strategy. And it's so simple that we got 7-year-olds trading. This is how we talk about generational wealth and building legacies for our children. We're not only just training you, but those I train children during spring breaks, summer breaks, and Christmas breaks and Thanksgiving breaks, showing them how to trade foreign currency. That baby right there.
My name is Tatum, and I live in Michigan, and I trade 𝗍𝗵𝗲11 with Dr. Kathy and RichGirlsTrade.
That was one of my students, and she made money. Now, if a 7-year-old can trade, surely a 15-year-old can trade.
You know what? You've actually got another trader on the line who adores you.
Oh.
Her name is Samantha Martinez, and I'm going to bring Samantha on the line right now.
Hello, darling.
I know. She's about to head to Singapore. She's taking her man to Singapore.
Oh.
That's what you can do when you're trading.
Yeah, she surprised me with that the other day. She surprised me the other day. She said we're going to Marina Bay Sands for my birthday. So,
ladies,
this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. A wise woman. You better go ahead, girl. Take your man to Singapore. Go ahead.
I love it. She's 26 years old.
Absolutely.
She's 26 years old. She's a gym sales manager. This is her first year trading, and she's got a live account. She's made over $10,000 trading with you, Dr. Kathy. And Samantha, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited for you. But talk to the women and the men who are on from Africa to Amsterdam to Australia to New Zealand to Uruguay to Paris to the Netherlands. Tell them why you're rolling with RichGirlsTrade and I Am. Take it away, beauty.
I mean, I definitely appreciate you and 𝗀𝗁𝗁 like mentoring me, especially. This is definitely something new for me, just due to the fact that I'm always so used to like that 9 to 5 working for somebody, which is not a problem. I'm not against it, but it's also good to like be your own boss. And I think you've shown that side to me a lot, to the point that like I'm actually networking with a lot of people in my gym who have heard of Forex, and I'm like bringing it to them too as well, because a lot of people hear of it, but they don't know anybody who's doing it. So for them to see somebody like me who's used to always working, it's like they're taking me seriously and they want to know more info on it just because of how fast I'm moving doing this. And I'm already expecting to like leave my job before this year's over, just due to the fact of like how fast we're moving. That's why I'm able to like we just got a new place. Like we're moving next week to like a beautiful luxury like home. It's insane. So it's like everything's just like amazing and everything's working. And I think following everything you're telling me and trying to do everything like the back of my hand that you're doing is like working for us. So if anybody that's listening is thinking about doing this, you should do it. You should give yourself a shot. It doesn't matter how much money you have, just do it and like make it happen. If it's something you want, just do it.
I love it. And people are typing in thumbs up. They get it. They are so happy that she's a part of this space. All of these live educators that women like Samantha are using and collaborating with and asking questions in her own time. You see how busy she is, but she's still trading. You can do it in just a few minutes a day and design it around your busy life. We want you to choose your weapon. Because I want to talk now very briefly about the products we use. I want to bring Tammy back on because this is the tool that she and I love.
Let me tell you what is so great and amazing about this scanner. It scans the market for high probability trades. Go into your back office and you select a harmonic scanner. As soon as you open it up, a trade is going to be there. And then you look like to the left, you're going to see different brokers, and then they're going to have, you know, if not the same trade idea, other trade ideas. Once it scans the markets for those trades, it's going to give you your entry, your stop loss, your take profit level. So you can choose, you know, what level it is that you want to set it so you can, you know, easily come out with your profits. And this is where I started from. Didn't know nothing, but I understood how to plug in those numbers. And I could tell you from a $37 account, guys, not $3,700, not $370. But $37. Dr. Kathy was truly my inspiration because I was like, well, she started with 40. I got to start with what I have. And I'm going to tell you, you can turn pennies into dollars. Past profits does not guarantee future gains. But what I want to assure you is that if you keep your head down, you get into the education, get on those sessions with the educators. Any questions you have, they will answer you. They will not allow you to leave without having the answer to your question. Go back, watch the replays. I'm telling you, a tool that's giving you your entry, your take profit, your stop loss level. I mean, it takes all of the hard work and the heavy lifting out from, you know, you really understand and trying to get it before you can make money. This is like an earn while you learn tool. And Tamara introduced me to Mr. Timothy Holloman on a private call, and he taught his optimal entry strategy. And we traded with, oh my God, I don't know how many people for a year. And Tamara could attest to that. It was so many that, you know, stepped into a different tax bracket, you know, and guys, all from the harmonic scanner. And I would tell anyone, I love this scanner because it is still changing the game for families financially. So I would tell you what you do. You start with something. Do not take it lightly. Get on these sessions. Dr. Kathy, any one of these educators, get on a session where you could earn while you learn. But you got to start. Swipe trades, copy and paste. Gold cup, that's another one of my favorite. It gives you, it's like you have a different color cups that's on the screen. And it's telling you the cups are color coded, whether you're waiting for a trade to pop up, whether you go ahead and get into a trade, or if the trade's activated. Guys, you're only looking for sales. But one thing about the gold cup, you're not just getting sales. When the moving averages cross and you get that alert, you can get in on a buy. So you can still double dip on this particular strategy.
You're dropping knowledge right now like an educator. Do you hear her, Kathy? Dr.
I'm here. I'm listening.
Tammy, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, I mean, Dr. Kirkland, I do want to bring you back on. Thank you so much, Tammy. Tammy shared with you that we have products you can use. I mean, we use our cell phones to do this. Dr. Kirkland, I want you to talk a little bit more about the web analyzer and 𝗚𝗚cie𝗹𝗹. I know you talked about it, but for those of you who are still saying, I want to hear more from Dr. Kirkland, you know, how can I get started? I want you to tell them again why that product is so meaningful to you. I mean, you're the #1 educator in the entire world with our company right now. I am, you know, it sounds like I am, ladies and gentlemen. I love our company. We rebranded ourselves. I was sharing the stage along with Dr. Kathy and Bob Proctor. We were on the same stage, weren't we? Training and cheering. And we were talking about why this is so powerful because anyone can do it. And it sounds like I am. So people are running around the world saying, after they get off your sessions, Dr. Kirkland, they're saying, I am powerful. You know, I am greater, you know, than the sum sum total of my life story. Dr. Kathy, talk about 𝗀𝗻𝗃 and then how anyone can get started.
To get started with the 𝗀𝗻𝗃, it's on the Vibrata, formerly known as the Web Analyzer. It gives you signals and shows you exactly what trade to get in. And, you know, also I teach you how to look for the trades, and they're high probability trades, and they're 90% accurate. And you can get catch pips anywhere from 10 is always guaranteed, 10 to 2,000 pips a trade.
Did you all hear that? If you've been fumbling around the internet trying to teach yourself how to trade, stop. Stop. You don't have to do that. It is ridiculous. It's nuts. It's lunacy to try to teach yourself. You don't have to. Kathy, keep going, girl. How can they start with you? How can they start with you? They can pick what they want.
You can pick what you want. We have the London payout that gives swing trades. You can scalp. You can do, you know, regular trades. That's what the 𝗀𝗻𝗃 offers you, all of that. And like I said, it's as simple as the red line crossing the blue line. The more that you take the trades, the more you begin to see how it actually moves. Now, our starter pack is $225. The elite pack is $325. But I will say this: don't let $225 stop you from making $225,000. It's a
say that again. Say that again. I mean, Dr. Kathy, we're headed into a new decade. You understand? We have a couple of months left in this decade. And if you haven't saved an extra $10 a month for the last 2 decades, shame on you. We're talking about the cost of lunch or dinner.
Yes. You go back and add up your receipts, you can see where you wasted $225. We have those that want to buy the packs by the month. There's a pack for $825 for 3 months. There's an elite 6-month pack for $1,600, and then there's an elite 12-month pack for a whole year for $3,150. That your tuition in college, your FAFSA, you get about $3,200 to $3,500. That's a whole tuition right there. You can pay your tuition in, and then on top of that, it's so easy as the company will allow you to go to school for free if you bring in 2 more people to go to school with you. Everybody needs an accountability partner.
Yeah.
Get somebody to come in with you.
Dr. Kathy, you mentioned tuition for free. That's all this is, ladies and gentlemen, is education. If going to college is important to you and racking up student loans, you know, the average person's paying back anywhere from $30,000, $50,000, $100,000 in student loans, and sometimes it can take a lifetime to do it. We're talking about, Dr. Kirkland has people profiting as soon as what? How soon are people profiting with you, Dr.?
72 hours.
72 hours. I want you to know that this is something that's real. It's something that's tangible. And what if, for those of you who are students, we have a lot of millennials joining. We have millennials. I'll tell you what they're profiting in a moment, many of them, because I'm really proud of them. There's a second way that we make money, and we'll breeze through that. But what if you went to school tomorrow, whatever university? I'm a Spelman gal and a Wayne State University gal. But what if I'd asked them, if I told 2 people they'd cover my tuition for the semester, what would they do to me, Kathy? They'd laugh. They'd laugh. That's not a possibility. It doesn't happen.
They wouldn't believe you.
Girl, please. All right. You know, I worked 2 jobs in a television show. And I swear, every time it was time to pay my tuition, I had to bounce the check, but I knew I'd have enough eventually before I got kicked out of class. So I was able to pay for college all the way through.
And that's being real.
And scholarships didn't cover. I'm telling you right now, if I'd known about this in college, but for people who are in school right now and they can't make ends meet, they can't even make them see one another, this is an alternative for you. And you can tell 2 people and not even have to pay that fee that you saw. I want to switch gears a little bit, Dr. Kirkland. I want you to share this, and I want to bring on one of our rich gals who was just invited. The work that the women are doing in RichGirlsTrade is phenomenal. We have a special breed of women. You're one of our crown jewels, you know, Dr. Kirkland. But I have women who are not just trading, but like yourself, they've chosen to also become business owners and build a successful business from home and tell other people about it. And as a result, there's blessing money. You're a pastor. Talk about the blessing money on top of the trading.
The blessing that you get on top of the trading, that's just extra. That's just the bonus of it. The more people that you refer to the academy, they begin to pay you Well, you get 2 of them free. But if you get 3, they pay you $150 a month, $35 a week. That's not including the bonuses. If there's a total of 12 people, if your 3 people go and get 3 people, and they keep that going, if you accumulate 12 people up under you, that's $600 a month. That's somebody's rent, somebody's car note. And then also, if the number goes on, when you accumulate 30 people in your line, you can get $1,000 a month. My daughter is making $1,000 a month sitting at home watching her twin kids, because she told 3 people and they went out and told. The next thing you know, she's getting a residual check of $1,000 a month, $250 a week.
Wow. You know what? There are so many women who are matriculating through this compensation plan, just like you, Dr. Kirkland. I know your main focus has been helping everyone learn to trade, but I'm so excited that you said, hey, look, I actually want to achieve these ranks, because there are teenagers. There are 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds, 22-year-olds who are earning chairman salaries from the blessing side, an extra what? $10,000 a month, $25,000 a month, $50,000 a month. I love that we have rich girls and rich guys in our team of more than 7,000 men and women who are profiting like that.
We have so many millennials that's not even past 25. We have a 23-year-old bringing in $250,000 a month. $250,000 a month.
Come on. Where do you get that?
$52,000 a week. We have them making chairman. They're chairman 100s, they're chairman 50s, chairman 25 10s, and you know they're well close to chairman 500. Who could use an extra $500,000 a month?
I don't know, but I know there's a woman on the screen, this beauty, this long-legged, fashion fair beauty model who's modeled all through Paris and all through New York and around the world. And girl, your resume is strong. And you were in banking for 15 years. You must have started when you were 5. You're taking advantage of the building side. Why are you building a team? I've seen your penthouse. I know where you live in Buckhead. Why are you building a team?
I want to say this. Thank you so very much, Tamara, because if it wasn't because of you and your unselfish love, we all wouldn't be here today. That's the first thing. And just being able to share the platform with the one and only Dr. Kathy, and of course, Lady George. I'll call Miss Tammy George, Lady George. I mean, it's just definitely been an honor, guys. Definitely. If you guys haven't heard everything, and if you haven't really thought about, hey, I need to be on that team, look how each and every last one of us have edified each other, because it's doing it from the heart. I don't know any other company that's being able to give you that kind of energy as well. So I thank you. Being able to support this legacy in regard to just the financial component that we never had access to. And now that we have, we got to boss up, guys. We have to boss up, because this generational wealth thing that we're doing is no joke, and it's not going to be around forever. But one thing I could say for sure, we need to take full advantage of this opportunity. Thank you, and keep paying it forward. And most importantly, pull 4 and 5 other people right along with you, because you know what? We have work to do. 2020 is right around the corner, and I'm super excited to be able to share this with you guys. And thank you, Tamara. Thank you, Beauty. I appreciate you.
My pleasure. Ladies, I want to tell you this. Again, we've shown you how we're trading and profiting in the market. It's a multi-trillion-dollar market every single day. The largest, most liquid financial market in the world. And we're doing it with women like Dr. Kathy Kirkland and so many others. I want to thank you, Dr. Kirkland, for coming on today. And I know you've got some parting words for these beauties. What do you want to see women become because of this space, Dr. Kirkland?
It was a point in my life to where I didn't know if I was at the end, because everything was going wrong. Everything was so tight, and the recession was coming again, and I was about to lose everything. If you want to know what you will become, and you know that there is more out there than where you're at right now, I admonish you to try something different. It is good to enter into foreign trade, because you never know what bad luck this world is going to give you. And you need 7 streams of income just to survive. If you have 1, you need to increase it. What you will become, you may be just like me or better than me. You will become a master trader. You will become a woman of freedom. you will become a legacy, because whoever you show this to, they will always remember. So don't let $225 stop you on tonight. Get back with the person that invited you to this call. Get signed up today, and we'll have you trade in 72 hours.
I love it. I love it. I can't wait to see what you gals are going to become. I can't wait to see what you're going to do with this information you've been given. I'm telling you, don't be intelligence on ice. Take advantage of it. We want to grow with you. Don't we, ladies? Type in the chat if you want to grow with. All of these viewers who are watching, we're so blessed. If you want to see this in its entirety, definitely follow me at RichGirlsTrade, the one that says Know Your Worth, the original. And we'll have that recording for you, because you're going to want to share this with other people. Dr. Kirkland, I'm putting up a disclaimer. Again, past profits don't guarantee future results. Why don't you close us out? Thank you so much for joining us on this Rich Girls Trade overview.
I look forward to working with you guys. If you ever have any questions, inbox me. We're here to see you win, and we're here to help change your lives, just like Miss Young changed mine. So we'll see you at the top, because the bottom is way too
crowded.
Way too crowded.
Way too crowded. Let's go. Let's go. Let's win. Mirror, mirror on the wall, don't say it 'cause I know I'm cute. Louis down to my drawers, LV all on my shoes. I be dripping so much sauce, got a been looking like Grey Goose. Little black crystal ball, that's cool, baby, so is you. That's how I walk. I'm shining, everybody wanna shine. Yeah, I was born like this, don't even gotta try. I like shot and make it better over time. I just say I'm not the best you like.
Trading is absolutely amazing, guys. You can do it from anywhere in the world. Be your own boss.